Hey you there? I know you like Madden Ultimate Team. I know you like to rip packs hard. I know you like to watch all the MUT YouTubers that say and do the same videos every week. You love having your mind blown every 12 hours with insane, unbelievable 500k pack openings. Now it's time for you to get on the action. You've been told by everyone from edgy teens to 30-year-old neckbeards for years to go to their sponsor and get a fat discount on MUT coins, but the new era is here, and it's a site that I've decided to partner with, and you guys must know, if I let them sponsor me, it is legit. MUTbuck.org. Use code C4IsMyDaddy for an unheard of 43% discount code on all MUT coin orders. Stop getting made to look like an idiot by EA. Spend your real money on fake money that's worthless in 4 months. Grab your ankles and get MUTbucked. We'll be gentle. What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, and I can hardly contain my excitement. The hype is real. The hype is crazy. I'm bringing the most hyped rebuild to hit Madden, to hit the YouTube platform ever. Inspired by a genius in my live stream last week. How could I, as a YouTuber, get to the teams that I wasn't able to do in my most popular rebuilds on YouTube series? I don't know. The realistic rebuilds, not everyone's doing it because it's the shit. But there's teams that are pretty much already on the trajectory to go to the Super Bowl. Teams that, all we'd be doing is deconstructing a great roster. And I was like, you know what? When this guy suggested, I was like, that is brilliant. What is one individual in the entire sport of football that could come in and fuck up a franchise that's ready to win a Super Bowl? His name is Chip Kelly, and I offer an incredibly unique experience because I'm an Eagles fan. I lived through it. I know Chip Kelly. I know what's going on in his mind. I can read him. I know him like the back of my hand. So this is perfect. This is the hype is, I can't even formulate a proper sentence. The hype is crazy. Toke Nasty hit me up on ICQ. ICQ still works. It was incredible. A third of Epic Mealtime was DMing me on Twitter saying this was crazy. The Rebuild King himself was intrigued on Twitter. He actually came down and talked to me. I was starstruck. This is the most talked about rebuild series ever, and only someone that's lived it can do it. You've seen what he did in Philadelphia, but you haven't seen anything yet. So for this, there's 4 things that you need to, keep in mind that I already know when we're going through these rebuilds. Number 1, high character. Only have high character players on the team. I don't care if you're an all-pro at whatever position. If you don't have a high character, if you aren't winning the Nobel Peace Prize, or, generally when in doubt, get a white guy, you cannot be on this roster. Number 2, height, weight, speed trumps all. I don't give a shit if you have the most technique out of any player in your class. If you're sub 6 feet tall, you're probably not going to get drafted on this team. And good fucking luck. Get a job at KFC because you're not going to cut it on my roster in the NFL, in Chip Kelly's opinion. Number 3 is literally anyone can be traded. And for the sake of the series, I'm going to be looking at trading generally the top 3 guys on the roster and try to win. Try to rebuild through the draft. We will be using real rookies because that's mine. I own that. Anyone else that does that is copywriting me. They'll hear from my lawyers up here in Canada. Trust me on that. But anyone can be traded. And number 4 is draft blindly. There will be no scouting throughout the season. We'll just look at 40 times pretty much and see if we can build a roster almost inspired by Al Davis. And when in doubt again, draft Oregon early and often. So let's start booting in here. What you need to know is here's the teams that we will see. Pittsburgh Steelers, Arizona Cardinals, Seattle Seahawks, Atlanta Falcons, Green Bay Packers, Washington Redskins, New York Giants, and Dallas Cowboys. How we're going to do it is live com. We're hitting you up live here. We're going to be doing 2 seasons. That's the Chip Kelly's average employment rate in the NFL. 3 years with Philly, 1 year with San Francisco. So it's 2 seasons or bust. And the traits. So we'll be trading the big 3 players. Today, we are doing the Pittsburgh Steelers, which means we'll go through the roster, find the 3 most likely candidates that we can trade, and I'm going to try my goddamn hardest to trade for Julio Jones or Khalil Mack every episode. We're going to see what we can do. But this is, Chip Kelly rebuilds. This is only the beginning. So guys, if we can hit like 600, 700, 800 likes on this video, that would be absolutely incredible. So let's look here at the Pittsburgh Steelers roster and see what we can work with. Let's trim some fat here, fellas. Looking at the roster. All right, we got Ben Roethlisberger. Not high character. Rough pass. He had the whole rape charges, stuff like that. He's immediately a top contender to being gone. But right now, Le'Veon Bell. Okay, Le'Veon Bell does not tick any of the boxes that Chip Kelly is looking for in a running back. Sure, he's phenomenal. Sure, it makes zero sense to get rid of him, but he does rap, he does diss tracks on Skip Bayless, he smokes the marijuana, he's on the reefer. You just can't trust him, and your best ability is availability. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw Le'Veon Bell up on the trade block right away, and then we'll see if we can actually work out a trade, because Chip Kelly does love the player-for-player trades that have been made famous throughout all the rebuilds here on YouTube, that we're going to take our little opportunity to try to do ourselves. Fullback Roosevelt Nix, I mean, that's a phenomenal name. You could stay here. So now we got Antonio Brown. And I mean, height, weight, speed, you're 5'10", 181 pounds. I don't know how he's been succeeding whatsoever here with Pittsburgh, but going by the Chip Kelly metrics, 5'10", 181 pounds, goodbye, bruh. You ain't gonna cut it. You're just not big enough. You're just a little wimp. So then you got a guy like Martavis Bryant. Sure, off-field issues. He's 6'4", 211 pounds, has 93 speed. Yeah, don't worry about it, bud. You're staying on the roster. We're looking all right here, tight end. All right, height, weight, speed. We got high character, Alejandro Villanueva from Army. I mean, Jesus Christ, he ticks all the boxes. This guy's a model citizen. Offensive line, both these guys are all right. I mean, Marquise Pouncey, you know, he kind of stood up and rose his fist in support of Aaron Hernandez when all that stuff was going around. So he, much like Ben Roethlisberger, is on the cusp. We got a Stanford grad right there. I mean, high knowledge, high character. Marcus Gilbert, he's all right. Cam Hayward. To it, Javon Hargrave, Bud Dupree, Ryan Shazier, Lawrence Timmons. Not even Lawrence. Come on, C4. Use the updated rosters. It's not even on here anymore. Ooh, I think that might have to be our guy there, James Harrison. I mean, a guy that was on the cover of a magazine with 2 guns. I mean, this guy here would certainly challenge the bonehead plays and moves and decisions that Chip Kelly makes. It's easy. This is our third guy. Le'Veon Bell gone. Antonio Brown gone. James Harrison, we got to get rid of him. He definitely has gang ties. We need to remove him from our franchise. So what we're going to do here is I think we're going to see what we can get for James Harrison. He's up there in age, so we probably won't be able to do a player-for-player trade. But let's go to the trade center and see if we can manipulate the market here. So we're looking at the running back spot. We'll do with Le'Veon Bell first. I mean, Chip Kelly's mind, no idea what the market is for a guy like Le'Veon Bell. Surely every other team around the league is highly concerned about the characteristics here. So what running back ticks off the height, weight, speed, not a lot of off-the-field concerns, but has some upside? Because let's be honest, Chip Kelly usually got some decent value back in a trade. So look at the running back spot. I know a backup running back that might be a good fit here, and that is Tevin Coleman. Sure, we're taking a little bit of a hit. Let's see, are they interested in that? It's a red. I don't know exactly why it's a red there. I mean, what person in their right mind wouldn't want that? So let's see if we can get Tevin Coleman here, and let's look for a draft pick, because we need to try to acquire as many first-round picks as we possibly can. Maybe a second-rounder. That could be. Let's see if that floats their boat here. What is that? What do they say about that? They are not interested in Le'Veon Bell. That is incredibly disappointing right there. Let's see. Who else? What other running backs can we get that we can look at here? You know what? Let's just see if anyone offers us any trade. We threw them up on the trade block. I'm not experienced in manual trades. I would get fucking feasted in a rebuild battle. I can't dabble in that. So let's just sit here to the next week, see what we can do, and find out what kind of Chip Kelly like moves can we make here to destroy the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we got to get rid of some players here. So we got Antonio Brown, Jesse James. Okay, James Harrison's the first guy because we'll literally take whatever. We'll take a bag of bolts for James Harrison. We got a second-round pick. A couple teams looking for a win now. Terrifying outside linebacker. A second and a... Oh, what was that one? We got a second and a fifth from Indy. There you go. Congratulations there, idiots. Enjoy James Harrison and his guns. Jesus Christ, you can hear him clanging and banging in his friggin' duffel bag as he walks into the locker room. He's gone. All right, Le'Veon Bell. What can we get here for Le'Veon Bell? Surely we can get a big-time playmaker. Wow, look at the off-field concerns. Nothing higher than this. Okay, we got a first-round pick from New England. We all know that Chip Kelly is buddies with Bill Belichick. We got a first-rounder here from Carolina. Because we're in the AFC, we're not as dumb as the New Orleans Saints. We're not gonna trade to the competition. So let's trade Le'Veon Bell. Let's get rid of him. Let's send him to Carolina. Let him, go there, enjoy their anti-transvestite bathrooms. I'm sure he will succeed in there a lot. He's gone. Good riddance, bad rubbish. And then finally, we have Antonio Brown. I mean, Antonio Brown, who's a guy we might be able to trade for? We need a height, weight, speed wide receiver. 28 years old. We got a first-round pick. I mean, is that good enough? I think we need multiple picks here. Is Washington, or no, is Cleveland in this? Does Cleveland offer us? Cleveland doesn't even offer us a first-round pick, because I would totally be open to Terrell Pryor. He's a height-weight speed machine. But we'll have to take a first-rounder. We got Minnesota. We got Washington. What team is going to suck the most? Let's be honest. The Redskins are trash. But it'd be so painful just to see them succeed. So I guess we're going to send him to Minnesota. Height weights, good luck with his midget wide receiver. He's going to have zero production there. All right, now we're looking nice for the 2018 draft. Getting ready to have a big time second season here. We may actually have to bump this to 3 years because a lot of the draft picks that we are going to be able to acquire are going to be primarily for the 2018 draft. And only 1 year with a bunch of rookies probably won't be good enough. So we may have to bump this up to a 3-season setup that we're going to be doing here. We're going to see how long it is. It is live comp. We're doing this live, raw. Hope you guys also checked out my MuttBucks sponsor in the very beginning of the video. I really need that money. That extra money is going to go a long way to getting me a new mic, to getting me, a brand new laptop, to getting me literally everything that I could ever imagine. More so, I can do and finally fund my gambling addiction and bring you guys some pack openings. Every single day, I will be bringing you guys, I promise, if you guys continue to support me through MuttBucks, I will bring to you the most crazy, unbelievable, insane, $9 trillion pack opening videos every single day. I will blow your fucking minds every goddamn day. I promise you that. So here we go. Let's take a look at our roster here. We're looking decent. Let's get the depth chart. Still probably favorites in the AFC North. We got Ben Roethlisberger, 93 overall. We got D'Angelo Williams, Carlos Williams Sr. I mean, that's not a terrible two-headed running back attack. D'Angelo Williams supports breast cancer. I mean, that is a great support in theory. But Chip Kelly is a little bit concerned about the off-the-field. It seems like he's not focusing as much on his game than he is so much off-the-field antics. The pink, I mean, Chip Kelly, not a fan of pink. He's more a fan of Oregon green. We got to keep an eye on this. This is definitely a story to keep an eye on. The wide receiver spot, we got Martavis Bryant, height, weight, speed. Sammy Coates, 6'1", 91 speed. Marcus Wheaton-Sawyer, you only have 89. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's get Darius Hayward-Bay in here. We got our three burners. These guys certainly, they might not be the highest overall. They might not be able to replicate what we have with Antonio Brown. But best believe, Chip Kelly is smarter than every other coach in the NFL. And these guys will work in his system. We got Ladarius Green, height, weight, speed at the tight end spot. Offensive line, pretty much, we went through that before. They're not too shabby. We got Cam Hayward. We got Stephon Tuitt. Terrible. I mean, this team is already built at least for a 3-4 defensive front, which is somewhat helping us out here. But for the most part, I mean, not a great... I mean, the secondary sucks, but that's one thing Chip Kelly does not believe in getting any good corners. If Bradley Fletcher or Kerry Williams is somehow available, we should probably take a gander here, actually, on free agents before we jump right into the season. A guy like Mike Mitchell, some worry about there. He lays some big hits on people. He's a big hitter. May need to be concerned about, is that fair play? It doesn't really seem fair play. So let's go check out the free agents. What do we have here at the wide receiver spot? And we need, a guy that can actually catch the ball pretty decent. Oh, I guess he's not here. I was really hoping that, a guy like a Riley Cooper with a high ceiling would still be available. Maybe let's check out the secondary. Is there any guys here that we've, once upon a time, spent some time with Chip Kelly in Philadelphia? We're looking here. Where's... we got Corey Shepard. He's pretty decent, but, I mean, he has some injury concerns. A little bit worried about that one. Looking more so for, anyone from Oregon. We got... No one. Oh my God. Jeez, where's Kerry Williams at these days? He got a roster spot? That's garbage. All right, so what we're gonna do here right away is we're gonna send to the midseason point. Chip Kelly's mind over matter with this big Ben Roethlisberger in a Chip Kelly scheme. I mean, he only has 73 speed. You may be a little bit concerned about the dual threat, keepers. But I mean, Ben Roethlisberger, he's slimmed down a little bit. Chip Kelly put him on his special, most famous, as showcased to the world on Monday Night Football by John Gruden. The milkshakes, the protein pre-workout, green lime, disgusting piece of shit shakes. Ben Roethlisberger is in the best shape of his life. Big Ben, I don't think so. He had to go to the pants store and get a couple sizes smaller. Big Ben is looking slim and trim, and he's going to be having a baller season for us this year, guys. So let's go. Halfway point, I expect us to be undefeated. Anything else is pretty much unacceptable in our eyes. All right, let's go. Week 6. Week 7. Let's get it. Come on, baby. Come on, Xbox. Work with your sim speeds. It's clearly not EA. Never go against EA. They're the gods. They're the lords. Love everything EA does. 3-4. All right, so 3-4, we can work with that. That's only one game below 500. I mean, we're definitely competitive. I mean, Ravens might be our top competition. They're 2-4-1. Let's see where we are in terms of the division. Look at that, 5-3 Bengals. That is totally within arm's length for us to come back and really turn things around here. So we're at the halfway point. Let's see our stats. I guarantee Ben Roethlisberger's having a career year. Look at that right there. 1,800 yards, 15 touchdowns, 5 picks for Big Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, get this guy. Just give him the MVP already. No voting, no awards. Don't wait till the offseason. Give it to him. Running attack, D'Angelo Williams. Who needs Le'Veon Bell? Almost 600 yards, 3 touchdowns. That ain't bad. Receiving, Sammy Coates, 33 receptions, almost 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. Ladarius Green utilizing this 6'6", 90 speed tight end, 420 yards, 420 swag. Very concerned about that. 420, is that subliminal messaging? Does this guy here have gang ties? We definitely need to keep an eye on this. We got Martavis Bryant, height, weight, speed personified. 30 receptions, 390 yards, 2 touchdowns. Darius Hayward-Bay having a career year. Perfect example of players. Chip Kelly, everyone's playing chess. Chip Kelly is playing checkers. He saw a guy like Darius Hayward-Bay thrown to the curb, labeled a bust, overdrafted by the Oakland Raiders. Look at that, succeeding. Almost 400 yards and 5 touchdowns in this scheme. Mother of God. And at the defensive side of the ball, I mean, Chip Kelly doesn't give a shit about defense. These guys here, they're probably sucking ass, unable to keep up with the pace of the game. Shazier leading the team, 57 tackles. You got 4.5 sacks from Bud Dupree, whatever. 2 picks, Shazier, 2 picks, Robert Golden, 1 pick, Mike Mitchell. I mean, defense doesn't even matter. Let's be completely honest. So I do think our best case scenario is that we can land a couple Oregon Ducks here in the offseason. And that 3-4 could very well be 7-0 if we had a couple more Oregon Ducks. So what Chip Kelly does not like to do is negotiate during the season. Heaven forbid you give any of your players financial security. You want to make it so they kind of wait till the offseason and they just really, really upset, really uncertain about their future with the team. That's the best negotiating tactic that you can implement here in the NFL. You don't want any players getting, comfortable. You want to keep them on their toes. So let's go here to the end of the season. We're 3-4. Fully expect us to win out here and have a very nice record. Chip Kelly, all it does is make the playoffs. Let's be completely honest. If we don't make the playoffs, it's purely down to the fact that the players couldn't execute the schemes, the defense was a bunch of fat asses that couldn't handle the amount of snaps on the defensive side of the ball, and we didn't have enough Oregon Ducks. Those are 3 big ifs. But I think the talent's here. This slim and trim Ben Roethlisberger should be good enough to take us to the ship. Let's see what we can do here. Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Come on. This sim is taking its time. This sim can't handle the Chip Kelly offensive playbook. All right, that little one-page sheet he brings to the game, you think it's not much. You think there's nothing there. You just, you look at it, you laugh. What does E3 mean? What the hell is that? You only have 4 plays? Yeah, right. Those 4 plays, Illuminati, times it by about 6,000. That's how many different variations Chip Kelly has of the same 4 plays. Told you. I don't need to repeat myself, but I will. The rest of the league playing chess. Chip Kelly playing checkers, bud. And the board is looking just ripe for a bunch of bang, 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 bang. Because I don't know what the fuck you do in checkers. I know, what I don't know any of the lingo. I'm Chip Kelly. I don't need to know any of the lingo. So, look at that. We started a 38-17 win. I fully expect us to have a first round bye. So, we're taking a look here. We finished 8-8. Well, like I said, if we didn't make the playoffs this year, it was clearly down to the fact that we didn't have enough Oregon Ducks on the roster. Let's take a look here at the AFC North. So 8-8. I mean, we had 438 yards or points on scored. That's pretty goddamn good. I mean, look at the Browns, for God's sakes. All right, but Jesus Christ, our whole team right now is on fucking alert. 420 points against. Is that gang ties? Was that done on purpose? Was that this locker room trying to send a message to Chip Kelly that they're all smoking the reefer? We got to be very conscientious about this offseason here and make sure that we root out the do-getters, the guys that are just swindlers that can't handle a Chip Kelly offense. Let's go to the offseason right away. Actually, probably shouldn't do that. Actually, you know what? We'll go to the offseason. I think we can negotiate there. Worst case scenario, the guys that are, the contracts that haven't come through, you're not from Oregon. You're not good enough to make this Chip Kelly roster. All right? I'm going to actually, while we're doing this, since we're doing it live, I'm going to pop up a quick little, my mock draft thing here of prospects so we can actually draft blindly and edit these guys to make some custom rookies. Because we all know, if you guys want to see rookies in rebuilds, I'm probably not the guy that started that. Someone else probably did, unfortunately. Okay. So, I mean, we got 20 players negotiate their contract. I don't think we're going to spend very much. You know, it's definitely, I mean, Villanueva, he's an Army guy. He's a left tackle. He's an Navy. I mean, if there's a war, he could probably help our team out here. Let's see if we can get him here. Do you want to come back? Happy to sign. You know why? Because he's a good guy. He's a high character player. We got Chris Boswell, who's a solid kicker. There's no way in hell we're paying a kicker $14 million. We don't need a corner in Russ Cockrell. Let's be completely honest. Corners suck. I think everyone else here is pretty much expendable. Seeing a lot of guys here that aren't Oregon Ducks. Seeing a lot of guys here that are sub 6'3" in the offensive skill position category. And we don't give a fuck about defense. So let's go here. Stimulate the free agency. Let's splurge. See what we can do. Chip Kelly. That's another thing. Somebody should have added in the intro. Can't have a quiet offseason. Best believe we're signing the biggest and best free agents every single year. Don't even care with the cap room. We'll go with a negative cap room. But because we have such high character guys, the league will sweep it under the rug. They're like, wow, there's too much high character there. Let's just let them overspend. That'll be completely fine. So you got Matt Forte. I mean, we're looking for a running back here that has height, weight, speed. We could reunite him with Ryan Matthews. He was a big fan of what Ryan Matthews brought to the offense. What do we got here? Danny Woodhead, perfect fit. White guy, ticks a lot of boxes. Let's bring Danny Wood in here on a cheap 1-year deal. Let's give him about $1 million because, you know, he's a white guy. What does he need? He doesn't need sneakers or flashy cars. He just needs to be able to put his kids through college. Let's give him a $1.5 million deal. That's a Chip Kelly offer right there. To get the luxury, even though it's at 20, didn't look very strong. The opportunity to play in Chip Kelly's offense certainly has a big weight to bear on a lot of free agents that they want to come in. Willie Snead, he's a midget. He can't come. 6'2". I don't know what your speed is. Ooh, Kenny Stills is a good fit. Oh, shit. All right, so we're going to have to for sure land ourselves Josh, the character concerns though. But we'll get Cordero Patterson. I think height, weight, speed, ticks off a lot of boxes there. Let's send him a nice little offer here. Just blew him out the water. What else we got for speed here? Percy Harvin, I mean, he has the headaches. It's a little bit worrisome. Marcus Wilson, not really sure on his speed. Andre Holmes, 6'4". I know he has some good speed to him, but, I mean, we can't overspend here at the wide receiver spot. Tight ends, we're all right. We're good here. We're good here. We're good here. Luckily, the offensive line is solid. You need a good offensive line to succeed in a Chip Kelly offense. Shaq Barrett. The linebackers were all right. Well, we did lose. See if we can add some youth here. We got Todd Davis. He could be 25 years old. I mean, that's not what we need. We need a guy. You know what? We need a good old boy. We need to get a Manti Te'o in here. This guy here, his girlfriend. It's like his girlfriend doesn't exist. This guy does not have a life outside of the NFL game. He's gonna die, live and die. Oh shit, we got a little bit of. You want to go, Atlanta? I dare you to match this offer. 60. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. You know what, Nate Irving? Anyone named Nate is highly questionable. Character concerns. All right, there we go. So we got Manti Te'o there. Okay, we need an outside linebacker. We could reunite with Trent Cole, but he told Trent Cole to go fuck off in Philadelphia, so I'm not going to reunite there. Jarvis Jones might be our best option to bring back here. I know he left really in IRL in free. Oh, someone's bidding. Oh, come on. Oh, what do we need? What do we need? I mean, Chad Greenway, he's pretty white. We do want to win. All right, at the end of the day, we want to win. Who's this guy? Jay Elliott. 3-4 pass rusher. We'll send you a little flyer deal there. Congratulations. Welcome to the team. All right, so we need some corners. We got Mo Claiborne. He's a piece of shit. Pac-Man Jones, gang ties. Bradley Fletcher. Now, there's one player I know Chip Kelly wants on his team. It's Bradley Fletcher. So let's pay this guy. Give him a couple bucks here. Help his family get off the streets. Oh shit, there's another Chip Kelly guy. Nolan Carroll, 1-year deal. Let's hit him. Let's lowball him here a little bit. Nolan Carroll, he's not up to too much lately. There we go. We got Nolan Carroll there. Finally getting some good playmakers back here in the secondary. Free safety Swearinger. I think we're all right here at safety. Ooh, that could be. We got Sean Davis, the young guy. Chip Kelly would much rather. However, Chip Kelly does not like signing veterans. He'd rather go with the unproven guy that may not be a scheme fit, but you just ride till he dies. That's pretty much what you do here in a Chip Kelly rebuild. So let's go to the next week. See which one of these guys have landed themselves an opportunity to play in a Chip Kelly system. All right, got Manti Te'o. You know he was coming. You knew he was coming. We got this Elliott guy. No idea what the hell that. J-Ron Elliott. Welcome to the team. We got Danny Woodhead, high character guy. We got Bradley Fletcher, and we got Cordero Patterson, height, weight, speed, wide receiver. I mean, get ready to light this league on fire. I have no idea what our positions and needs are. Chip Kelly, if he drafts on the defensive side of the ball, for sure, best believe, it is an absolute blind pick. So let's just, screw this. We don't want to get time for free agents. If you don't want to sign with us day one to have the luxury of playing a Chip Kelly system, good riddance. Go to the Patriots, go to some terrible team like that, struggle to make the playoffs, all right? All right, here we go. We got to start this draft. We're about as blind as we could right now. Looking at our needs, we could use another height, weight, speed wide receiver for sure. Maybe a guy from USC could probably help us out. A guy that can separate the field, high character. Outside linebacker. We continue to go corner, a defensive tackle. Like, there's pretty much anywhere on the defensive side of the ball. We're going to try to resist going there the best possible, as best as possible. But, I mean, there's only so many prospects that you can pass on. And hopefully, none of these guys here are from the University of Oregon, or else we're going to have to gobble them up. So looking at the board here, we got a USC. Oh, Jesus Christ. A USC run stopper right outside linebacker. Okay. So we got a midget, Griffin Dutka. I mean, we're not going to hit that to anything. We need... let's just look at our first round gauge. We're not going to reach for anyone here. Actually, maybe we could. Did anyone not attend the combine? That's probably... Oh, look at that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Second round. Height, weight, speed. Wide receiver. Don't really need... Hopefully we can grab that guy in the second round. I mean, if there's one thing Chip Kelly does, he does not reach in his own mind. So let's just look here at the first round prospects. I really could see us going with right outside linebacker. That guy here looks pretty impressive. There's no Oregon prospects here. That's a little disappointing. But USC is almost good as Oregon. So let's get Xavier Oliver, who we will convert to make someone else. Pretty poor combine, but trust me, he's from Pac-12. He's going to be good. So we got a 77 overall linebacker. Not terrible at all. We will eventually make that, let's get up here. Let's just finish out the draft here. Hopefully we can get that wide receiver that didn't attend the combine, because I guarantee he did not attend the combine because he was doing something with charity work. I guarantee it. Anton Ford, he was doing something with charity work. 64 overall wide receiver. I guarantee he was doing something in the Congo. Couldn't attend the combine. Doesn't matter, he can't run around. Doesn't matter, he has brick for hands. He will be a solid playmaker for us. We will find a way to utilize him here in our system. Coming to the third round, we could look at the offensive line. Corners are kind of tough. Running back, we have Danny Woodhead here. Let's see, a Chip Kelly running back. Do you have any running backs from Oregon that we can look at getting here in this year's draft? We got Oregon, a fifth round Darquise. Okay, we're gonna wait till the fifth round. We'll probably grab him actually in the third round. It is the third round. We'll go fourth round. That'll be a one-round reach. Let's see here. Can we get another wide receiver? Do we have any? Oh, 6'5". Whew. That's gonna be tough to pass on that guy. What do we got at corner? Corners usually, we got Illinois. Do we have any more Oregon players here? All right, well, we're gonna get that Oregon running back. I guarantee that guy there, perfect scheme fit that we need. Darquise Holloman, even though it doesn't really matter because we're gonna change him to something else probably. We'll keep him actually. 63 overall, but he's from Oregon. He understands the Chip Kelly system, the Chip Kelly culture. Whatever. People are shaking their heads again. Chess. Chip's playing checkers. Let's make our fourth round selection here. We got here right defensive end. Maybe a left defensive end run stopper from Buffalo. I mean, we might not be able to trade for Khalil Mack, but best believe we're getting another guy from the University of Buffalo. This guy's gonna be great. 68 overall. I mean, Khalil Mack roots. He's a real Khalil Mack type. So unfortunately, I don't think I have the ability or the skill to really trade for Khalil Mack. But if we can get an outside edge rusher from the University of Buffalo, that'd be pretty nice to have, huh? All right, let's go here. We can really look at the strong safety, perhaps. We had UNLV. We got a white guy here in the 6th round. I mean, high character. This guy must scream high character. Let's grab him here. Ooh, 69 overall. That's actually not that bad of a pick. Every once in a while, Chip Kelly will have a decent pick. So, I mean, we got the white guy, high character. Another 5th round pick. Jeez Louise, where can we go here? We got Riley Pilgrim. I mean, a 6'5" tight end. Like maybe another height, weight, speed, perhaps. What's the tallest cornerback we can find here in the market here that's still available? We got a 6'2" guy here, Tyrone Tarpley. Great length. I mean, surely he's gonna be able to pan out. Surely he's the next Richard Sherman. So we'll grab him. 66 overall. That's a fair grade. A guy that can come in and compete for a depth spot right away. Jesus, man, we got so many picks. Let's skip out this draft here. Let's let the rest of the guys. Time for Chip Kelly to go back to the war room and let him do his thing. So what we're gonna do here is, just for sakes, anytime we actually draft a good prospect, I will make that a real guy. And we only really had one hit in this year's draft class, and it was the right outside linebacker. Terrible spelling. All right, rest of the draft. I mean, we got the Oregon running back. We got the height, weight, speed wide receiver. 87 speed. That's pretty disappointing, to be completely honest with you. We got the second coming of Khalil Mack, which is just as good. Oh my God, come on. All right, so we got a right outside linebacker. Who is the top 3-4 outside? Maybe we could get a. I mean, Tim Williams has some character concerns. Let's look at outside linebackers here. Who's a good character that can go? How about, we'll make this Hassan Riddick. That's who we'll go here. We'll draft ourselves a Hassan. He's Temple tough. I mean, Philadelphia no longer wants ties with anything in Philadelphia. But Hassan Riddick will be the pick out of Temple. This guy's a monster. Riddick. He's a right outside linebacker from Temple. Temple tough, baby. Let's get it. He's not a run stopper. He's more of a prototype. He's a freak. We got a 6'1", 237. A little bit undersized. I think he's a little bit darker than that. Let's help him out here. Let's give him a little bit more soul. There we go. Hassan Riddick has been created, and that is our first hit. He's a perfect playmaker. Adding on a very stellar draft class. So let's jump right in here to the next season. Let's get going. Whew. Impressive draft class, to say the least. We need to get ready for the 2018 draft class as well. We're gonna have, I think we have 3 first-round picks, so we're gonna have to hit it out of the park here. All right, let's just get out of the regular season. I mean, preseason games, Chip Kelly did not really care. Even though he was usually the preseason Super Bowl champion, he usually won 4-0 every preseason. So you let you know, to really build up false expectations that you could overachieve. That's Chip Kelly mantra. Start early. Get everyone super hyped that everything you do is phenomenal real early in the year while everyone's healthy. And then, you just give everyone an insane amount of snaps that they can't possibly maintain the level of play. Eventually, their bodies break down. They get hurt midway season. And then you're kind of left because you trade away a bunch of guys that you didn't have depth for in the first place. But, it happens every year. Every team deals with injuries. It's an issue with the league. It's a league-wide issue. It's not just here with the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right. Let's take a look at our depth chart here as we get ready for year 2. All right, we got Ben Roethlisberger, 91 overall. We got Danny Woodhead as the starting running back. Let's make sure this Oregon guy, freaking Darqueze Holloman, he's number 2. Oregon, height, weight, speed monster. Even though he has 87 speed. He looks faster than Pats, believe me. We got wide receivers are looking like Martavis Bryant, Cordero Patterson, and Sammy Coates. Let's make sure we get Darius Hayward-Baylor, who had a career year. We didn't even check the final stats. That's what happens with Chip Kelly. If you didn't make the playoffs, you ain't first, you're last. So we didn't even bother checking the stats from last year. Which we probably should have. My bad on that one. We'll make sure. We're just a little too excited. So we'll make sure we check the final season stats. We got Ladarius Green. We got Alejandro Villanueva. We got Ramon Foster. Villanueva actually was a defensive tackle on the Eagles. Or tight end, sorry. Something weird like that when he was on Philly. So Philly ties there. Offensive line still looking very solid. Danny Woodhead must be licking his chops. Defense side of the ball. I mean, front 4 could be better. Let's make sure we can get that Khalil Mack here. Where's Vickers? He could be the next Khalil Mack, so let's make sure he gets some snaps, all right? You hear me? We got Bud Dupree, middle linebacker Shazier Manti Te'o, and then we got Hassan Riddick from Temple as our starting right outside linebacker. Still have not done shit all in our secondary. Haha, psych. Of course we do. We added Bradley Fletcher and Nolan Carroll. These guys are under the radar monsters, trust me. We got William Gay, Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly's a little bit worried about William Gay. Has already contacted him about changing his last name. He thinks that may bring some unwanted attention to the team. Speaking out about LGBTQT rights with William Gay. He figures it's some sort of statement about Donald Trump. I mean, keep an eye out. This guy here's on the fringe. Tell you that right now. And then we got Davis. I'll tell you another story here just because. We have Jordan Dangerfield. Chip Kelly is for sure that this guy here is actually Rodney Dangerfield, has been trying to get his autograph for the entire training camp. If he doesn't get his goddamn autograph, this guy here is going to be going back to college. So there we go. Let's go. Very productive. Very optimistic for this season. Let's go to the midseason point. We can't fail. We do have 3 picks that we can look at building here. But I think we're going to have to say, this is the year. Super Bowl or bust. That's really what we're dealing with at this given point. So I guess, I said we're doing 2 years. I guess this is 3 years. We'll do what he did in Philadelphia because we're going to do, I guess I kept misconstruing year 1 as 1 year. So we'll do 3 years. We'll do this year, last year, and the year upcoming where we have our 3 draft picks. Where I guarantee we will blindly pick the next 3 Pro Bowlers that you will find. 3 Rookie of the Years. First time ever. There'll be 3, a triple, a threesome, triple, whatever numeral definition you want to use. MVPs. Guaranteed. So let's see where we are at the halfway point of year number 2. I guarantee undefeated. If we're not undefeated, it's because we only added 1 Oregon Duck to the roster. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, though. If we don't make the playoffs this year, going into next year with our 3 picks, big changes need to happen to this organization. So we're 3-3-1. We tied. I mean, only Chip Kelly would find a way to tie. We are tied for first in the division. Best believe that. We are gonna win this goddamn Super Bowl this year. So we'll kind of cut this, checking out the stats at the halfway point, and we'll just check them up at the end of the year because we're not done yet. Chip Kelly does not want anyone to rest on their laurels. We have Martavis Bryant, height, weight, speed guy, but we'll negotiate him at the end of the year. Let's go right to the playoffs, baby. Just win. Chip Kelly heard Al Davis say that. He decided just to copyright that himself. You can't say anything now without having someone saying that they own it, and you can't, So we're going to make sure that Al Davis recognizes, wherever the fuck he is rotting in the ground, that Chip Kelly has stolen that. He's made it his own. He's owned that shit. And Al Davis and his weird-looking bowl-cut son is going to be getting a cease and desist letter anytime they just say just win, baby, because that's not a Chip Kelly thing. Going into week 12, come on. We're division leaders here in the AFC North. I mean, the Browns, I think the Ravens were 0-7. Joe Flacco's not elite. Gross, get out of here. I don't think any of these rosters here have a single Oregon Duck between them. I don't think there's one on the Ravens. I don't think there's one on the Browns. I don't think there's one on the other team that's in the division that I can't remember off the top of my head because they're so Bengals. Gross. What are you, the Bengals? Jesus. All right, week 16. I can't wait. Guys, make sure you check out Mutt Bucked because I need to make that 43% commission so that I can buy the Xbox One Scorpion or whatever the fuck that new one is so the sim times improve. If you guys want a better quality product here, you're going to go Mutt Bucked, buy some fucking Mutt coins so I can buy a new Xbox. That's what's going to happen. So we ended up not making the playoffs because the league is against high character teams. Let a team of a bunch of criminals on the Cincinnati Bengals make it over the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what that tie is. That tie was from the officials. You had Ed Hockley fucking the game over, costing us a playoff spot. I fully expect Chip Kelly to have some ongoing, situation going on. He's going to be suing the league under further review. Ben Roethlisberger, 4,100 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Pretty much a career year for him under the Chip Kelly scheme. Danny Woodhead, phenomenal. High character guy, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. Holloman, the Oregon product, proving everybody wrong. 10 rushing touchdowns on the year. This guy here, franchise player. Cordero Patterson coming through free agency, 870 yards, 5 touchdowns. Ladarius Green, 700 yards, 8 touchdowns. Sammy Coates, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant, height, weight, speed personified, 740 and 2. Danny Woodhead, career, almost 2,000 total yards for Danny Woodhead. 600 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. He was incredible. Defense side of the ball, a bunch of these gassed assholes couldn't perform. 140 tackles from Shazier. We got 114 tackles, 5 sacks, 8 TFLs for Hassan Reddick. Chip Kelly has no idea what TFL stands for, to be completely honest with you. You think that stands for, like, tinfoil lemons. No idea. Defense side of the ball, completely out of the water. We had Bud Dupree leading the team with 9.5 sacks on the interception front. 4 picks from William Gay. Somehow, he managed to stay on this roster, even though Chip Kelly is for sure assuming that last name is some sort of political statement. So unfortunately, we weren't unable to make the playoffs here. So we have one more year. We have 3 first-round picks to try to do it. Let's go right here to the offseason. We'll re-sign. We definitely have to try to bring back Martavis Bryant because you can't teach 6'4", 94 speed. You can't teach that. Those will not grow on trees. Don't care if his hands are bricks. Don't care if he may have some off-field concerns. But at least he's not Antonio Brown. He's not a vanilla midget like that with a goddamn Lego haircut. Can't wait to just crush this first round. Fucking pumped. Go to Muttbucks right now. That's how pumped. If you guys are pumped like me, go to Muttbucks. Get your parents' credit card. Drop $50 for some packs so you guys can get your alternate uniforms that you guys are dying for and your contracts. And help me continue to stay pumped. Need some likes on this video. All right, Martavis Bryant. All right, we're going to give you a solid $5 million a year. Perfect offer. Excellent. We'll get Stephon to it. 6'6". I mean, I do not want to pay guys on the defensive side of the ball. We don't have to. But, you know, occasionally we do need to pay some. Ryzen Shazier, you know, looks kind of like those people that can't go out in the sun too long. But I think Chip Kelly likes that. The less likely you're ever going in the sun, the less likely you are to have gang ties. So let's get Shazier back here. Speedy linebacker. We got a kicker somehow still on the roster. Danny Woodhead needs to come back on a one. Oh, he's down to a 73 overall. There's one thing Chip Kelly knows. It knows what a player's shelf life is and being able to properly evaluate that. So let's jump into the free agency of year number 2. Let's land some studs. Let's get to the Super Bowl. All right, let's go. We got $29 million of cap. We're going to be spending like a motherfucker. All right, we got Drew Brees here. We probably could actually consider making a quarterback controversy. Best man wins, but, I mean, Sam Bradford's there. We can always fall back on that. The running back spot, we got Jamal Charles. I mean, Adrian Peterson on a 1-year deal. Let's come on. Let's try to win the Super Bowl here. AP, he's a superstar running back. Still has plenty left in the tank. Noon one, not enough speed. Oh, shit. All right, Dante Moncrief, 6'2". I know he got good speed. He got burners on him. He got jets. Let's pay him. We got Marquise Lee, USC wide receiver. That's a good buy. That's a great bargain there. We're going to have to just load up on wide receivers. We'll run spread offense the entire game. All right, we got Marquise Lee on the books here. Offensive line still holding strong here. Defensive side. I mean, you know. Oh, that's one here. We got to get Deion Buchanan because everyone knows that you sign. Like, only noobs don't sign Deion Buchanan and move him to a safety spot. I'm telling you right now, only noobs don't do that. So we'll get Deion Buchanan. Corners, we don't need any corners. You know, I think we're all right. I mean, Delvin Breaux could present some solid value here, actually. We got Nickel Roby-Coleman. He's not from, is he from Oregon? He's not from Oregon. I don't really see many Oregon Ducks here. Delvin Breaux has glasses, so that guy there is less likely to rape anyone. Let's make sure we get him on. He's probably pretty smart, high IQ. Safeties are looking decent because we already got to move a guy back there. All right. Let's see what we got. We definitely destroyed free agency here. Because we all know, like, we need to get these guys on because what we're doing here, after 2 years of disappointment, we're going to shake things up here with this organization, Pittsburgh Steelers. People think that this Pittsburgh Steelers organization has a great lineage, has a great history. No history is above Chip Kelly. I'll tell you that right now. And I know it. Proven fact. Don't care how much Steel Curtain, how many Super Bowls, you know, Chuck Noll, Terry Bradshaw, Mean Joe Green. Does not matter. It's the Chip Kelly era. So we're going to be bringing all these free... You might be wondering yourself, how did you land all those free agents? You guys didn't even make the playoffs last year. There is a rumbling going on. When you don't make the playoffs the first 2 years, year 3, we are doing the only thing that Chip Kelly knows, and that is going to be shown right after this draft. So we got 3 first-round picks. All right, we got Adrian Peterson in the running back spot, so I think we might be all right there. We only have 1 quarterback. We got, I mean, we don't really have a lot of Oregon Ducks I'm seeing here. Cover 2, we got a free save, we got a left guard. I mean, we're not getting, we need to go here. I mean, I'm not seeing any Oregon Ducks, guys. Like, what do we do if you don't see any Oregon Ducks? To be completely honest. We got Florida power back there. We got Texas A&M speed back. I mean, we could go totally quarterback. 5'10", 4.41 speed. That's pretty goddamn fast. I'll tell you that. All right, let's go Antoine Roundtree. He's second fastest 40-yard dash. Like, it's phenomenal. He's here, 79 overall. We'll be able to change that to someone. We'll get a running back here in the books. And now we got pick 14. Like, I mean, we're gonna run this first round. We're only gonna show the first round. We'll let the rest of the things just blind picking, anyways. Now let's get defensive tackle. Let's just go best defensive tackle. Hopefully, come from a Pac-12 school. Michigan. Oh, he didn't attend the combine, so definitely was doing some, maybe for UNICEF work. Let's add him on. 74 overall. Quick development trait. Exactly what we're looking for. Big time playmaker. Probably will have to move into a defensive end role to better, suit his body type. But we don't want to fat shame. We don't want to, promote that kind of organizational behavior. So he'll lose weight if he really decides if he wants to. And now let's see if we can get a corner. Hopefully from the Pac-12. We have Oregon corner. Welcome to the team. This guy here, franchise player, Mr. 66 overall, but high understanding of a Chip Kelly defense. All right, we're pretty much done the draft here. So what we're going to do here is for the running back spot, we're going to get Saquon Barkley. That's going to be the rookie that we add here today. High character guy. Great, just solid ace. Just two-headed backfield. We know Chip Kelly wants to, you saw with Darren Sproles, DeMarco Murray, and Ryan Matthews in Philadelphia. You can never have too many running backs. Roundtree. Get a real name. God. We got Saquon Barkley from Pitt. No, he's not from Pitt. He's from Penn State. He's about 5'10", 225, so it's at a couple bulk there. There you go. Saquon Barkley to add with whatever linebacker. Hassan Riddick, two guys from the state of Pennsylvania. Chip Kelly still has the ties there. Best believe that. So let's jump here to what is going to be a franchise-altering, for the good decision-making here. So Chip Kelly signed on for a 3-year deal. The Rooney family knew that they were getting in bed with, and this was, the small print that they did not recognize. So when your team does not perform up to par, what you do? Okay, well, I can't do it. I can't do what I was wanting because I fucked up. Jesus Christ. All right, let's just simmer to the regular season. I guess in episode 2 of the Chip Kelly rebuilds, you're going to see what happens when you don't make the fucking playoffs in the first 3 years. Pittsburgh Steelers get a bye because it's the run-through. It's the initial trial. We're seeing how things work. We're trying our best to win some games here. We got Ben Roethlisberger cut. He's cut right now. Ben Roethlisberger looks like a bodybuilder. Ben Roethlisberger right now looks like a guy who puts his face in every thumbnail on YouTube. I mean, he's looking cut. Fucking jacked. Went from cultivating mass to being cut, ripped freak. So there we go. Big year for us here. Adrian Peterson, he's a monster. You got Saquon Barkley. That is a two-headed running back attack that I fear for the rest of the league. Le'Veon Bell, that guy's probably arrested. He's probably out of the league. Same goes to Antonio Brown, that midget. Who's he beat? He's not beating anyone in coverage. So we got Barkley, we got Adrian Peterson, we got Martavis. Let's just check the depth chart out here real quick. We're winning the Super Bowl. So we got Ben Roethlisberger. We got Adrian Peterson and Saquon Barkley at the running back spot, as well as most notably the 10-touchdown Oregon back from a year before. He's still in the mix. He's going to get plenty of snaps, even though he's severely, not as talented as the other two guys. Oregon ties, he's going to find a way to get, utilized in this offense. Martavis Bryant, 6'4", 93 speed. Marquise Lee, USC ties. Dante Moncrief, 6'2", 91 speed. Patterson, 6'2", 91 speed. Sammy Coates, 6'1", 91 speed. Exactly what we want here on the offensive side of the ball. Ladarius Green, he's a monster. Offensive line stays the same. Once again, the same old, trying to bring some consistency here. Even though it would be the Chip Kelly thing. Marcus Gilbert, perfect example. Just to trade Marcus Gilbert and then clearly have no depth, no one ready to take over from it, and just roll with a 69 overall rookie as your starting tackle because he understands your scheme. That's a very Chip Kelly move. We're not going to bust out all of the hits that Chip Kelly can offer to a franchise here in the first episode because we already know this is going to take, the YouTube rebuild game over by storm here. Defensive front, not bad. We got Bud Dupree. We got, same linebackers. We're going to have to move Deion Buchanan to the safety spot, though. We got to do that right now because Manti Te'o, best believe he is high character. I don't know what safety spot we have for Hassan Riddick. We got William Gay, Delvin Breaux, Artie Burns. All right, we got Mike Mitchell, Sean Davis. So we're going to move Deion Buchanan to one of these spots because if you don't do moves like this in every one of your rebuilds, you're a fucking idiot and get off YouTube, all right? I'm trying to bring the highest quality. So let's go to middle linebacker. I'm going to assume that he's a strong safety. Boom. What do we got here now? 93 overall strong safety. I mean, Chip Kelly move right there. All right, what we're doing right now, I'm letting you know, season goal. We're going to the Super Bowl. We just got a 93 overall strong safety. It's Super Bowl or bust. Look at Chip Kelly there. Look at Slim. He's slimming down a little bit. Him and Ben Roethlisberger are on Weight Watchers together. So let's go here right to the fucking Super Bowl. Well, we are guaranteed a deep playoff run here. We're closing out an hour, which is usually the length of an edited rebuild. But Chip Kelly rebuilds, they don't abide to the laws of the standard rebuild format here on YouTube. They're one and only. This is the only place on YouTube you're going to find this top tier, top shelf of the line content. Week 3. I mean, we got a bit of time here. Let's just shoot the shit. I mean, I hope you guys are liking the mock drafts. I'm spending a lot of time with that. I mean, my channel, it is the down period right now, but I mean, we're not really growing. It's taking us forever to get to 35K. I want our goal to be 40K by the time Madden starts. So I'm still waiting to hear back from Toke on doing a collab. Mr. Hurricane, waiting to hear back on a collab. A bunch of these guys just waiting to hear back. It's like they don't realize I have 30,000 subscribers. So we're just waiting on a lot of big things, a lot of moving pieces. You can feel free to tweet at those guys and say, there's this guy C4. He might be actually the best talent on YouTube. You may want to work with him. He does Chip Kelly rebuilds. You might have heard him actually. It made waves. It's making moves. It's making waves. It's probably in your recommended feed more often than not. This guy here deserves to get a little bit of a rub. He deserves to get your subs. Help him out. Throw him a bone. He's never done a collab video in his life because he just hates 95% of the people that play Madden on YouTube. But, give him a shot. Rough around the edges. You can whittle it down. You can make a nice, beautiful origami of stone of my friendship of C4 that I offer to people. Oh, yeah. Small talk, not my strong point. See what we can do here. Week 13. Come on, guys. Once again, I'm going to remind you during this terribly long simulation to go to Muttbucks. 43% off. I'll get some commission off that. I can buy the new Xbox One Scorpion that's coming out at Christmas time. I heard it's phenomenal. I heard it's 3G, 4K resolution. It offers plenty of new games. Lets you play. You can just do this thing where you put your credit card right in the back. Instantly, we'll give you Mutt coins all the friggin' time. It's awesome. You put your credit card in, the new Xbox One Scorpion, it'll get you instantly transferred. You won't get banned by EA. 4 million Mutt coins, and it'll make you a dick-sucking face thumbnail instantly. So here we go. We made the playoffs. So in year number 3, the final year of a Chip Kelly rebuild here, after we've gone through tumultuous times, getting rid of Le'Veon Bell, who had gang ties, getting rid of a midget in Antonio Brown, 5'10", that guy's not going to cut it, and then getting rid of another guy, severe gang ties in James Harrison. And year number 3, we missed it out in the first 2 years. The first year, we struggled a little bit. Guys had to get adjusted, and the defense was a bunch of fat asses that could not handle the amount of snaps on the defense side of the ball. Second year, we got robbed by Ed Hockley and the rest of the situation of the fucking NFL front office by giving us a tie because they don't want to see Chip Kelly succeed in the playoffs. So here in year number 3. 6-9-1, another tie. This is the Illuminati confirmed. They're trying to hold Chip Kelly down right now. Unbelievable that we did not make a playoff bid. Oh my God, unbelievable. Ben Roethlisberger, he's fucking got back on the cheeseburgers again. Look at this year, 3,500 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 17 picks. He bulked up, 240 pounds. That is his build weight. It's like pro wrestling. That is inflated. They're trying to be conscientious. They don't want to fat shame him. Ben Roethlisberger definitely ballooned back up to 280 pounds. There's rumors that he was just getting drunk at Chuck E. Cheese's instead of practicing, and it showed up on the tape. He did not want to learn Chip Kelly's scheme. I knew it from day one. I should have got rid of this motherfucker. Adrian Peterson, still the GOAT. Saquon Barkley got 9 touchdowns. I mean, receiving, look at these guys. Just can't utilize the Chip Kelly scheme. Marquise Lee, disappointing. Moncrief, height, weight, speed. Well, I don't know what happened here, guys. It's just inexcusable. Defense, it comes down to the defense. Just too many stats for these guys, and not enough, working on the treadmill. Not enough taking Chip Kelly's friggin' protein shakes to be able to handle the sheer amount of snaps on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, oh my God. No one got double-digit sacks. Only 4 picks from the goddamn political monster here, William Gay. Why don't you just run for office here, Mr. Goody Two-Shoes? Mr. goddamn social justice warrior, trying to fight for equal rights for everybody. How about I send your ass to Carolina like I did James Harrison or fucking Le'Veon Bell, wherever the hell I sent him, so you can work on that gay bathroom law. How about that? Oh my God, how infuriating. Alright, so it didn't work out so well here in episode 1 of the Chip Kelly rebuilds. This is a one and done. This is, the one only time that we will not make the playoffs. We've got to learn from our mistakes. We're gonna, we can now. Even though we've traded away everyone from this organization, we had 3 really good, innovative years with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And best believe in the next video, we're gonna go to a team, and we probably will only be there for 1 season. It may be in the Bay Area. Not exactly sure, but we are kind of following the Chip Kelly career trajectory. So thank you guys for watching. As always, at least 500 to 600 likes on this video for me to continue this series. If not, I mean, I'm probably just going to shut my channel down anyways. Thank you for watching. If you're new, subscribe. I'm looking for a bunch of subscribers. I offer the best content on YouTube. It's not even close right now, to be completely honest with you. I'm playing chess. Everyone else is playing checkers. And this is the time they're actually playing chess instead of checkers. But thank you guys for watching. And until next time, C4 saying... Who's C4? This is Chip Kelly saying, keep away from gang ties.